Hey, so let's today learn front end. Okay, so let's start our journey of learning something with web front end technologies. So there is a website called roadmap.sh. So there, when you search some, there are multiple technology stacks here, and what we are planning for this month is basically the front end developer thing, right? So you open this roadmap, you can see that there are a lot of points here. So let's see what is it. So it says, like, we can start our journey from internet, how internet things work. So all these are a bit theoretical, so I wouldn't be much interested on this. So let's dive into HTML. So learn basics, writing semantic HTML forms, validation, blah blah blah. So let's see how that works. So I have opened this W3 school. So it says, HTML stands for hypertext markup language. So it's not a programming language, it's a markup language. HTML is the standard markup language for creating web page. HTML describes structure. Yeah. So basically, whatever you see in the internet, right? So the website, what you see basically, that is the front end. So when we tell application, it has front end, back end, and something in the database or data storage stuff, right? So the front end basically is what the client sees. So me as a user, when I hit google.com, what I see is a simple text box and a button. So that is front end for Google. Now for W3 school, this is the front end where you have links, we have button, and when we click on that, what happens is also a front end, but sometime it has to connect to the back end to make some data store, or validate something, save something. So that goes to the back end and the server thing. So for initially, let's start our learning journey from front end. So here it says, okay, simple HTML document. We have a doc type here tag. Okay, it says doc type defines that it's a HTML5 document. So I had read somewhere, that when we mark this tag on the top of HTML page, so it considers that HTML, the browser considers that as HTML5. Otherwise, there are some particular features of HTML which are available only for HTML5, right? So those things won't be like if the user is using some old machine, and the yeah, and that particular browser is not supporting HTML5, it would not be in a proper format. So it helps the browser to render, as per the styling and the new elements available. So that is doc type, which defines that it's a HTML5 document, and HTML, this is the root, head, title, body, h1, p1. And let's see what is it. What is an HTML element? So there is a tag name, content goes here, and tag name, my first heading, my first paragraph. So let's create a first page of HTML. So if I, just for knowledge, if I right click on the browser and click, say, inspect, you normally see the whole HTML here. So you see on the top we have doc type, then you have the HTML root, head, body, class. So every single page what you see is at the end an HTML content. So let's try to create a simple HTML thing. Let me open my Visual Studio Code. So here I have index.html, and I don't have anything written for now. Let's see without that how it appears, right? So let's see if there is something preview I have installed. Yeah, so this is a plugin which I have installed to my Visual Studio Code, which helps me to show something in whatever I'm typing here. So now it is blank. Now let's put HTML5 tag. So this is basically a Emmet abbreviation. So the Visual Studio Code gives this kind of suggestion where I click tab, it automatically tries to fill me the basic structure. So content width is basically the initial width, initial scale. I keep the same. Title, so title is basically what appears on the title bar, like for example introduction to HTML here, or document here. So let's give like Karthik's first page, right? So you see it here. So that is the first page, that is the title. And normally this head section is used for importing some stylings or JavaScript files, or or like to add some metadata keywords, things like that. So you can also use it for something in SEOs and all. We'll have a look at it later. So basically that is the head section. And then the body section. So body is basically where we fill our actual content. Okay, so what appears here on HTML page is basically the body. Okay, so let's see what they had mentioned here. Yeah, h1 and P is my first paragraph. Let's try to see how it looks. H1, this is heading. Oh, it comes in a bold and thing. Let me put P tag. This is a paragraph. See, you can see that how the HTML is looking here. That is cool. So we have our first HTML page written, man. That is cool. So let's see what else we can add. What is an HTML element, tag name and content goes here. So for example, here we had a P tag. So P tag is the name of the element. It has a opening tag and a closing tag saying this content is basically a P. So we are marking this element. So that's why it's called markup language. So you're marking that this content is a paragraph. Just like here we have this line is heading. So the heading is not taken till here, right? Because we have closed it here only. Here if I type something blah blah blah, it appears as a simple text, right? So let me remove that. So here it says, okay, web browser is basically the software in your machine which takes this HTML content and renders it like this. So here what you're saying is actually a browser. If I open this page in the browser, let me see, reveal in Finder. If I open it in a web browser, it should appear the same. Didn't I save it? Yeah, I didn't save it. That's why it's so here it is not a runtime. So because I'm using a file path, see, okay. So this is heading, and now just like I showed before, let's go to inspect element and see here we have exactly the HTML header, Karthik's first page, which is appearing in the title, and body has heading and a paragraph. See, you see that blue color which says this is the content, and the orange border actually says the box, like how much margin, border, padding, everything is there for this element. Okay, we can see that we can learn about styling later, but yeah, for now we have successfully created our first HTML page, right? So here we can see that HTML page structure. So what is it? We have HTML parent tag, then we have a head where we have a title, and inside body there is a heading, there is a paragraph, and there is another paragraph. Let's keep the HTML history. Let's go to HTML editor, notepad, text edit, HTML, blah blah blah. Let's not go into this, very theoretical. And this is what we had done. HTML basics, doc type. It helps the browser, as we discussed. We'll skip this. HTML headings, h1, h2, h3. Let's try to do this. Okay, we'll remove. We have h1, right? We'll add h2, heading 2. Then we'll add h3, heading 3. Yeah, see. So the h1 has the highest, it's like the main heading, and then it is lower ones, like a simple heading 2 or heading 3, like heading of a section, or this can be like heading of the chapter, when you can understand it, right? So let's see what else is there. So we saw heading, we saw paragraph. Okay, let's put a link to our website. Okay, we'll exactly copy let's type it. We'll take this link. Okay, we'll come to our page, ahref, and we'll paste it. So this is called anchor tag, I guess, right? Let's hover over it. What does it tell? Okay, does it tell anything about anchor tag? No. Okay, I don't know. So okay, it's not appearing here because I have not given any content. Like here, this tag is empty. It doesn't have anything to be wrapped. Let me click here. See, now you can see it here, right? Let me save this page. Instead of here, we'll go to the page we have opened in our browser. I'll close this. Yeah, see, it is here. So let me click. Oh, it navigated to the browser. That's good till here. HTML images. Do we have it again later? No. Okay, let's go open this. Okay, let's open some image. Sample image. No, it came to some website. Google sample image. Let's go to images. Copy this link. Let's open that link in the browser and see if it points to an image. No, it doesn't directly point to image. No, this won't help us. This is we need an image where the URL is .jpg, or directly a link to the image should help. This will actually redirect us to another website, not a image. So we won't be able to use that. Let me put PNG. Let's try to pull the image. Yeah, we have a image URL here, right? Let's see what was the tag for image. img, right? Let's add a not inside a anchor tag. img source is what we have copied. Alt text is image appears here. Okay, so you can see that there is an image here, and let me see if we can add width 50 or 200. Yeah, see, it works. And I think I gave is our anchor tag. Okay, this anchor tag is here and this is appearing left to that, so it looks fine. So if you open this image, okay, let's save this guy and go to the browser again. Where is that file? Okay, see, the image took time to load also, right? So it has, it is loading from internet because this is actually this path. Yeah, so next, so till now what we have understood is, website is basically an HTML content. We have a lot of HTML files involved inside a website. So website is basically collection of web pages, and you have links from one web page to another web page for navigation. Like your page A, page B, you can just connect and link those files. Yeah, this is like very basic. So this is, we have not styled our web page or anything. We just created a single web page and we tried some basic tags, some very basic tags like paragraph tag, heading tag, and image anchor. So let's continue. Let's see. So our goal is, from this stage we need to by end of this month we should target to create a complete website or a something which looks really cool, with animations or graphics, or let's see to what extent we can reach. But the goal is not to just be with the basic, but if you don't understand basics correctly, you wouldn't be able to learn the whole technology, right? So front end, when you say, so anything, you may be using any framework to generate that front end, like React.js or any other framework, but at the end what gets rendered on your browser is HTML. The browser understands the HTML and shows it When you click on something, maybe there is a JavaScript written behind it, which invokes, like when you click it, you get a pop-up, or some activity happens, right? Okay, back to our learning. So we saw these basic things, right? Now let's go to the next one. HTML elements. HTML elements, H1, P1, we saw all these things. Looks cool. HTML attributes. So here mainly I'm going through W3 School because what we are learning is pretty basic. You go to any site, it will be the same thing. And this site has done a pretty good job explaining us how the HTML works. So I prefer this as of now. But later when we enter into React or something more complicated, you will be learning, we'll be trying more of coding activity than referring the page. So as of now, we'll just go through the files and see what happens. Okay, styling attribute. So here we have this section is about attribute. So when we say element, right, along with the element we have something called attribute. So we added a width for our image. You saw that, right? So just like width, height, we can have there was one more attribute called alt. So this is a main tag, and these are called attributes, right? There may be a styling attribute where we say style is equal to something something. Let's try this. Okay, we will try to where is our paragraph? We don't have a paragraph yet. Okay, let's add a paragraph. Okay, we had a paragraph. So what did I do is there is something called I don't know how to pronounce it. It's LOREM. Okay, so when you type that, it kind of fills some gibberish text. I don't know if it is in some particular language or something, but it fills us some dummy text for us to like a placeholder. So let's put style, color is green, gold. Let's see how it appears. Oh, gold is 2. Let's see what are the other colors. Maroon, right? See, we have this, right? So maroon color is there. Okay, we saw a simple styling attribute. Okay, did I go to what is this, single quote or double quote? Okay, if you want single or double quote to be added inside the text, you can have a single quote outside or an alternate. These are fine. Let me skip to headings. We saw all the headings, bigger headings. Okay, we can use style to change the heading size. Let's try that. Let's go to heading. So what we are writing inside the style is basically the CSS kind of styling. It's not CSS yet, I guess, but something similar. So let's change the font size as larger, medium. What is larger? No, it's too smaller than the original one. Let me put 60px. Yeah, see, now we have a pretty big heading. So we styled this h1 to change from its default font size to 60, or we can even change it to something else. Let's see. Whoa, it's pretty big. Let's see how it looks here. Ooh. Yeah, that is cool, man. So let's go to the next one. Heading we saw, paragraph we saw. Okay, let's see if we can draw something like this. Okay, does the paragraph take next new line space? Not sure. So after this, after sit, let me hit enter and save. No, see, it is not taking. So it doesn't take the consider the new line or any extra additional space, I guess. Does it take? No. So let's see what is the solution. So it you cannot be sure how HTML blah blah blah. Horizontal rule. Is there a way? Poem. This poem problem. This poem will be displayed. Okay, this is our problem, right? This poem will be displayed in a single line. Solution is use pre. Not pre is pre-formatted. Okay, let's see. We close it. Yeah. See, now it has printed the way we have styled it. So how it appears exactly in that format. See, so whatever the new space is there, it is considered here, right? Let's go continue our learning. Styles. Yeah, so let's see something more on HTML style, maybe something useful here. So it says tag name and style. So every element, every HTML element will have this style attribute, I guess, and we can add a value. Value is a CSS value, right? Background color. Let's try this powder blue. Let's set the body style. Okay, body is the main root tag, right? So color, no, what is this? Background color is powder blue. Oh, see, we got a nice heading here. Formatting, I think here bold, italic. Okay, these are something important, I guess. So B will be bold text, strong is like important. So when SEO is considering, I think B and strong will look same, but it will give importance to this as a keyword. Italic, emphasize, marked text, small, delete, insert, sub, and superscript. So let's try to write something. Okay, we'll make this particular set it as bold. Sorry, bold tag. See, if you don't close, right? See, it considers all the element after that as bold. So I have to close the tag here. Let's take this as strong. See, strong also appears like that. Let's see what is EM, emphasis, emphasize. Okay, it has kind of made it italic. I think bold and strong has a similar sense as emphasis and italic. Let me check. What was this EOS? Okay, yeah, it looks same, right? I think it looks same. We'll go to the next one. We have covered 23 minutes. We have still 7 more minutes. Anything like strikeout? No. Superscript, inserted text, deleted text. Let's see DL. Must make some sense. Let's add this as DL. DL. See, it's strike through. It's like strike through. We are cutting some text here. Okay, let's go to quotation. What is quotation? Block quote. So section defines that the quoted is from another source. Okay, we can give. So this is like, you're copying some content from some other place and you want to give credits, kind of a thing. So it is like you don't want to enter plagiarism. So you can give a cite thing. So Q is a short form for that. Either block quote you can write or you can write Q, right? So let's kind of remove this whole paragraph. Yeah, let's put P, new P, lower M something, and let's instead of P we'll make it Q. See, it kind of double quotes and puts it in some quotation. We can give a cite property and say some source credits to something, or you can give a link to the article. So I think when the user checks the, so I mean when the Google SEO or something searches for the thing, it knows that it is a quotation, right? So let's see, inspect. When we open this pre thing, we have this. Is there a quotation mentioned somewhere? I don't know. Doesn't look like. Pre-style, we'll open this. No. This is maroon. There's nothing in the style also. Not sure. Let's read. What is it? Element defines a section is quoted from another source. Browser usually intends the block quote. Okay, it is just for intention, but how does the site actually help? Okay, let's click here. Maybe something I am doing it wrong. No, right? There is no link. This is not like hyperlink, nothing. If anybody knows, why this block quote is used, please mention in the comment. It will help us to understand better. Abbreviations. WHO was founded in World Health Organization. Let's try this. Looks like it'll give a tooltip or something, I guess. Let's remove this. Let me type the full. Okay, you need to insert sim into the phone. Okay, this is our text. Let's mark it as P. And for sim, let's put that abbreviation. What is it? ABBR, I guess. Slash thing. Okay, here what is the attribute? Title. Subscribers identification module. Okay, let's save this. Okay, it gives a kind of a dotted line here. Let's see it in browser. Does it make any difference? No, it doesn't give a tooltip, but it looks like it has given that underlined and oh, is there error here? Image PNG, what is it? Okay, we have not. So here you can see that it gives a syntax error, so we have not closed this image tag. So the browser understands that image is closed there, but still it gives an error because that is the HTML standard, and maybe there is some browser which is not considering this as a closing tag, so it normally gives a syntax error. So now it should be gone. Let's refresh this. Yeah, see? And does it make any difference? Yeah, now we got it, right? You hover over it carefully. See? We got the tooltip here. Cool. We have 2 more minutes. Let's see. Site. Okay, video, bidirectional. Okay, this is something cool. So this text will be written from left to right and right to left. Let's see, RTL and LTR. So quickly let's do that. Let's remove this line. Let's put something. This is a test application which we are writing for learning. Okay, and what was that? Video, right? BDO close. Let's close it and put it here. So it is for some languages which have different directions. Normally our English language is from left to right, right? So let's try to change the direction. So the attribute is dir RTL. Let's save. See, it has typed everything ulta. So it is, this is test application which we something. Okay, even I can't read that, but yeah. So let's close it now. So it was a very nice nice beginning. So as I said, we will start working on some more complicated things soon, because even for me HTML is new. I even these tags are pretty new for me. So learned something cool today. Yeah, thank you.